the sci-fi horror thriller with balls.
Hey guys, this is Greg with Fit for Expedition. Let me scoot this up a little bit. Thanks for being here for another episode of Fantastic Fridays Live, which, as you know, we only do on the first Friday of every month. And if we're hanging out with Marshall earlier. You saw that we have a three-way tie in the trivia. So if you missed Marshall, I guess you still got a chance because it's a three-way tie. So it's kind of a free-for-all. All right, we'll be right back.
If you are looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
And if you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition, you found him.
Hey, and today I want to welcome back my good friend, or tonight I guess it is, my good friend Mike Shaw.
Hey,
Mike.
How you doing, Greg?
Good. And we'd already planned, Mike, you already planned to be here, but we actually have things to talk about that are, right up your alley, the weather kind of stuff. So.
Oh, I love the weather kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually in Phoenix right now. I had to check and make sure.
Okay.
I had to make sure that wasn't one of my trivia questions. Because I've done that before.
It's not. It's not. You sent them to me. It's not one of them.
Okay. Good. I'm just gonna pretend I don't know what they are. So let me hit the comments and see who's here. And I know that this is only once a month, so I know it's we used to have a lot more people come and watch the live streams because when you do it, every week or twice a week,
right?
You build like an audience.
You might want to think about it.
I know, but I think our good friends are here. You know what I mean? So
I hear that.
Yeah. So hey, Mike Shaw is here. Howdy.
Hey.
Georgiana's here. Thank you for coming. Tim, time for exploring. He swears he's not going to play, so everybody's got a chance. Amanda just chilling. Thanks for being here. And Dee is here. Good to see you, Dee. Ava, that's Ava Potterfield is here. That's a different channel though. Ava's Meditations and Relaxation channel. And She Double Adventures, thanks for being here. Ron Sees America, what are you doing here? I just spent 10 days or 11 days with Ron.
Cool.
Well, not the whole 11 days, but like 8 of the 11 days or something like that.
Are there any stories you can tell? Or is it all top secret stuff?
No, it's actually just, I was almost going to say mundane, but it wasn't mundane. It was all pretty clean fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had a good time at the duck races. We had a good time at Amarillo. We did go out and booze it up a little bit in Amarillo, but it was a Saturday night. You get to Amarillo on a Saturday night, you got to go out, right? I mean, I did.
Sure.
Okay. I haven't been to. I was telling Ron this. I haven't been to Texas for. It's probably been like 7 years, maybe 8 years. And both the last times I went to Texas was El Paso, and that's just like getting your feet wet, right? That's just like dipping your toe in the Texas pool.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of El Paso. So
no, why is that?
No, I don't know. Well, I spent part of my honeymoon in El Paso, and we went to Juarez, and I told my wife, I said, "Give me the money. I'm going to put it in my front pocket. Give me the money." She's like, no, it's fine. I've got it inside of a purse, inside my purse. It'll be, they stole our money.
Oh yeah. It's a pretty bad town.
So we stayed at a real nice place. We stayed at the Westin. She was in radio at the time. And so she had some free coupons for the Westin. So, it was great. Just, I'm not a fan of El Paso, I guess. I think one of the things, and I hate to say this, but it's true. I'm
wondering if you're going to say the same thing I'm about to say. Go ahead.
Well, this was 1991. So how long ago was that? or 1989.
24 years ago.
And
All right.
yeah, it's like
No, wait.
40 years ago.
34 years ago.
30,
Like
36 years ago.
that. Okay.
So,
Somewhere
and
in
back
there.
then there were people at every store, you coming in and leaving, just asking for money. They were just,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was just that kind of thing. And just kind of,
That's not what I was gonna say. I just know it's kind of like it seemed like a seedy town. There's like all up and down I-10, there's strip clubs. That's all the signage.
Oh.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. So
yeah,
yeah.
no, but I mean, anyway, El Paso,
I
not my
wrestled
favorite
there.
part of Texas.
I wrestled there a couple
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
That I believe that's
and that was pretty good. I like the promotion there. They were actually really cool people.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they probably actually paid me better than most other places. So
that's really good.
yeah, and they always set you up at the hotel room, and it wasn't like a junky hotel room either. It was always, like at least a 3-star or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I know you told me like when you used to wrestle in Mexico and you were the heel, so you're always the bad guy, the guy from America that they booed and stuff. But you told me like whenever you were in a Mexican town, usually like you stayed at the mayor's house and stuff.
Stuff like that. Yeah. In some little villages. Yeah. We'd stay in the mayor's house and swim in his pool and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. You have some good stories from those days.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I got a lot of like broken bones and stuff in those days too. So those aren't good stories.
Yes, I know.
But they're reminders.
I know you have the titanium ankle. You are the bionic man.
But that's not from the wrestling. That's from a car accident.
Oh, I thought that was.
No, that's from a head-on car accident. That was in just about 4 or 5 miles from here when I worked at the Tribune papers in Phoenix. Here, so as a photographer, yeah. So, I still get through metal detectors at the airport, no problem though.
Oh, good.
I don't know. Yeah, even though I have a femur and an ankle and a knee and all kinds of stuff in my hips and pelvis and my hand and my wrists and my back and
oh my gosh.
And then I wrestled after that. That was after the accident.
You wrestlers are insane, man. Just insane. But I mean, you're a very strong young man. I mean, you definitely work out and
yeah.
I wouldn't mess with you.
Yeah, young man.
I'm glad you're on my side.
Wait, where does young man come from? Anyway,
oh yeah,
okay, we're still going through who's here, and Bree is here. Thank you for coming, Bree. And someday I'll get to meet Bree in person. That would be really cool. And
fun.
I think it's Weird Adventures. It's spelled so that it could be weird or word adventures. I think it's weird, right? Yeah, Weird Adventures.
Sure.
Thanks for being here. And I don't know if I already said hello to Bernae. Barry does, but hello, Bernae. And I don't have that great a memory, so it's like
yeah. Well, I guess the young man. I take it back.
Yeah, see, there you go. Hey, so what did you do today, Mike?
Today? Well, let me talk about last night. I did a 2-hour live last night.
Oh yeah.
On my channel. Oh, this right here. And I'm switching to like carnivore content. So ketovore, carnivore. And so I was on live, and I guess because I've been on with you several times, Fairy Dust is a sub. She's subbed to my channel.
Okay.
And she showed up in my live last night. It was very, very cool. We all got to hang out.
I can see that.
Was there.
I can see that.
And then some of the carnivores were there, and we had a good time. We had 7 or 8 people, or 6 or 7, whatever. And we just yacked about all kinds of different stuff for 2 hours. So hi, Fairy Dust. Good to see you.
Yeah. I've met Bernae I met Bernae and then I've hung out with Bernae a few times. Yeah. At least a few times.
Very good.
Yeah. So it was
very good.
She's fun.
Very nice person. Yeah. We had fun last night. And then today we're expanding at the church. So we're having kind of an add-on, and we put the roof on today, and there's a roofer who's part of our congregation. So he was supplying all the materials, and then he brought one of his guys, and then it was like 3 or 4 of us from the church. So I spent all morning up on the roof, putting on a roof, and they we're at it till 5:00. And then we do video announcements at the church. So I recorded one of those with someone. Awana's starting on Wednesday. So we did an announcement with my phone. Where's my phone? So I used my phone for that.
Mhm.
Right. And then recorded that. And then I recorded my pastor in Lubbock from Calvary Chapel, Lubbock. We talked for an hour for my other channel, for the Jesus is Coming Soon with Mike Shaw, that you can find at freshroadmedia.com. And we talked an hour about pre-trib, rapture, and end time stuff. It was really good conversation. So that's going to drop on Sunday.
Okay, that's cool. This week and last week, I kind of did a tour of. I almost did a complete tour of Mike Shaw's previous residences. Towns that you lived in, but I didn't get to Lubbock. The plan was to get to Lubbock, but we didn't make it because of some vehicle problems. But yeah, I went to Roswell, which is one of your former hometowns. And,
yes, it is.
And Phoenix, I'm in now, which is one of your former hometowns.
Used to live there,
Yep.
Tucson, of course, where you live.
Right, so that's
when you're living in Tucson. Yep, that's where we became friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you miss New Mexico?
I love New Mexico. I love it. I can't say I miss it, but I do love it. I mean, Roswell was really good to me. When I was 21 years old, I bought a one-way bus ticket to Roswell, New Mexico, with a friend of mine who had family there.
From Oregon, right?
From Oregon. And my idea was to start in radio, and that's what happened. So that's where I got my start in radio, and then worked my way up through radio and then TV. And that's where I learned the biz and eventually became a weatherman. Took about 6 years, and I got married and divorced there. I mean, just a lot of life. And so I have very fond memories of Roswell, New Mexico, and I love the place.
That's cool. Yeah, I liked it. I liked Roswell. That was fun. I mean, we didn't do everything. Ron and I did. We were only there for maybe 1.5 days, 1.25 days. So we did everything you could possibly get done in that much time. You know what I mean?
Oh, good. But what'd you think of the museum? Did you go to the museum?
Yeah, we did. And
UFO museum?
You could spend 4 hours in that museum.
Oh,
I think.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if you really watched all the videos and read everything.
Yeah.
We probably spent about an hour and a half. But
so I guess Showtime did a special on the UFO crash at Roswell, and the alien that they used for the alien autopsy scene used to be in the museum. Is it still there?
Oh yeah, there's a display. In fact, I did a short. There's a short on my channel I just did this week.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
It's that scene of, it's just mannequins or whatever, but it's the alien autopsy.
I mean, it's a pretty lifelike. Well, I don't know what the aliens.
What's life like for an alien? Who knows?
That's right. But I mean, it's what they used they tried to make it look like an alien, I guess, with the way they described him and stuff. So
yeah.
And when I was a reporter, when that book came out, UFO Crash at Roswell, I got to interview the author several times. I was kind of the UFO beat reporter. So
were you really? Well, I guess they would have one.
Kind of.
They would have one in Roswell. So
right.
You know what? We should jump to the first question, because we're already not halfway, but about a third of the way through. So
oh my goodness, yeah. We're done at what, 9:20? 9:20 Central, is that when we're
7:20 my time? Yeah, 9:20 your time.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Love that. It gets me every single time. I don't know how you came up with that, but anyway.
Actually, Marshall came up with it, actually.
Way to go, Marshall. Awesome. All right, first question tonight. We'll see if we will break the tie, I would imagine, or we have a 4-way tie. I don't know. According,
what do we do if there's a 9-way tie? Then
it's going to cost you $180.
No, then on Ron's, he can only people that can answer the extra, because he always has an extra question in case there's a tiebreaker.
Oh yeah,
can be those 9 people, I guess.
Those 9 people.
Yeah.
It could hypothetically happen.
Yeah, it could. It could.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. First question. According to Best Places Florida, how often does Florida get hurricanes? A, about once a year. B, about once every 3 years. C, at least twice a year. D, every leap year. E, never.
I'm going for every leap year. That's mine.
And I'm gonna watch the chat. I'm going with never.
Are you? Okay, okay. Hey, real quick, I wanted to say hi to Lonnie. I missed her in here, and Diane Phoenix. So I just want to make sure I don't say hello.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. I know when
Yeah.
everyone pops in, everybody's saying hi.
Oh,
to
and Kenny's here.
everybody else.
Kenny's here.
Kenny!
He's here with his Bible channel. Yeah, cool.
Oh, great. That's
Yeah.
awesome, Kenny. Good to see you, brother. So no one has the correct answer yet. I'm watching the chat.
Really?
And we're just waiting. Not yet. Let me go through them again. A, about once per year. B, about once every 3 years. C, at least twice a year. D, every leap year. E, never. Okay, we have a winner. Are you ready? Are you?
And this will be according to Mike's YouTube stream. So I mean,
right, according to Mike, because
order.
everyone's a little bit different. So on my screen, Box Van D, the first one to say B, once every 3 years.
Okay, that's what I have too, actually. Is D?
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's how and D has just broken the tie because she was.
Oh, really?
Yep. So
D takes the lead.
Yep, D takes the lead.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna put that in here real quick.
D's the one to watch.
Yeah.
Craig's working on spreadsheets. Talk amongst yourselves.
Actually, Mike.
Right.
The question I had. All right, so let's talk about this. Here's the reason why I'm in Phoenix. It's for the cool weather. That's why I'm here. No, it's because my team, the Orioles, are playing Diamondbacks, and it's like every 3 or 4 years they do that. It's not even one's American League, one's National League, but they do it like once every 3 or 4 years. So
we went to one of those games 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going. Actually, there's one tonight, but I'm not going to make it to that one, obviously. But but there's one tomorrow. I got tickets for, and then I might buy tickets for the one on Sunday. But tickets are like 70% more than they were, last year. So it's just outrageous. Yeah. So I may not go on Sunday. I don't know. But there was another sporting event here yesterday, and it was the Arizona State football game against Southern Utah. And
oh, wow.
They played through the first half, and then at halftime, they had a haboob start. Okay, so they had to quit the game. They did make it up. 2 hours later, they played the second half. But there was nobody in the stands. It was just the two teams.
Wow. So they halted the game for a haboob?
Yeah, there's lightning too. There was lightning too. So it was a combination.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't see anything. It was 70-some mile an hour winds, I heard. So you couldn't. I mean, you can't play football at 70-mile-an-hour winds. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen.
Well,
you can't throw the ball. That's for sure.
Well, it's hard. Yeah. I mean, if there was lightning, okay. But I get upset when they cancel games for anything other than lightning or postpone them. It's football. Be a man. Get out there and hit somebody. Come on.
Well, from the report that I read, it was a haboob, and then it moved into a thunderstorm. Okay. But it wasn't very much rain. It was just a lot of lightning and thunder.
So it's just mud.
Yeah. So, like I said, they did make up the game. Actually, they were supposed to win by 31 points. I'm taking this opportunity to say this because I don't like Arizona State. And they only won by 3. Anyway.
Wow.
But talk about what a haboob is, because I don't think everybody even knows what a haboob is. I know they happen right in the Middle East, I believe, and here in Phoenix.
So haboob. Now, they used to call them dust storms, and I'm not sure when the name haboob came into vogue, but it's an Arabic name. And basically how haboobs form is outflow from a thunderstorm. So a lot of times what would happen, and this is the normal, I think, but we'd have some pretty strong storms, and usually they're strong storms. So you have some big storms, strong storms, heavy rain in Tucson or in the Tucson area. And then the outflow from, from those storms whips up the dust and it forms a wall of dust that just marches northward to Phoenix. And so, we used to always joke that we send Phoenix their haboobs. Now, it doesn't have to be in Tucson to Phoenix. I mean, sometimes it happens the other way, Phoenix to Tucson. One time
so you actually
Interstate
say
8.
we get them in Tucson? Because I don't think I don't.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really familiar with them.
It's not super often. Certainly it has happened and can happen.
I think this is a
And
question
really
for
anywhere.
you. I think this is a question for you.
Anywhere in Southern Arizona. Yeah. What's that?
I think it's a question for you on the screen.
I see it.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Over haboob. Right. Yeah, a lot of people have fun with that name. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah.
So, again, it's a strong storm with the outflow winds picking up dust, which causes a wall of dust, and that's called the haboob. I ran into one on Interstate 8 once in the middle of nowhere. There was a storm south of the interstate that caused a haboob to blow across the interstate. And like an idiot, I took out my phone and videoed myself driving into it. So I posted on one of my channels somewhere at the time. Yeah.
Sometimes those winds, though, can be really, really super strong. And just for a second, and you take your hand off the wheel and you're over in the shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. It was not smart. I wouldn't do it again. Well, probably, maybe. But the winds weren't terrible. I mean, right. Yes. I've been in a haboob in Lubbock, and I've been in one, in Arizona, more than one in Arizona. I've been in one in Phoenix. I was driving up to an event from Tucson to Phoenix and was out racing a haboob behind me. And when I got there, I said, a haboob's coming. And sure enough. And so, yeah, they happen in the Southwest, particularly Arizona, but they can happen in other places too that are kind of dusty when they have those strong storms. And yes, what you'll get is strong winds, usually 45 or more, sometimes more, and reduced visibility. The one I drove through on Interstate 8 wasn't too bad. I think visibility got down to half mile or something, quarter mile. It wasn't dangerous, but you get into some areas that have that are prone to dust, sometimes with farms near the interstate, that kind of thing. And your visibility can literally drop to nothing, where you can't see the end of your hood. And sometimes it leads to some really bad pileups, and it's dangerous. And so, you got to take those things seriously in Arizona. I know you do.
Yeah. We actually narrowly made it to our spot where we were going to before the haboob. Well, of course, we stopped at a microbrewery on the way, so that slowed us down a little bit. But
yeah, so if you have a microburst or a microbrewery, either one could cause a haboob, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Now, if there was a microburst, I would just stay in the microbrewery. I wouldn't even leave until the microburst was gone. So that's
wisdom right there.
Yes.
I like that. So when I'm looking over here, when you see me doing that, I'm looking at the chat. So I have another window. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just trying to.
I did see that Bree said that Marshall didn't miss anything by not being here, but Bree, you know better than that. Every second you miss of this live stream, you're missing so much.
Oh,
yes,
so much. Yes, so much trivial information, and we have more. I'm guessing we have more.
More trivial information.
We have to fill another 15 minutes.
Yeah. What do you got?
Oh, well, I was going to point out that one place in particular that's prone to these haboobs, or at least the visibility dropping to nothing, is sometimes north of Casa Grande, and also near Picacho Peak. So I remember one really bad one in particular around Picacho. There's a lot of wrecks around Picacho Peak for some reason. And I think it used to be because the interstate went from 3 lanes to 2, and now they've since it 3 all the way through. So maybe that's cut down on it, or maybe people are driving going, "Oh, Picacho Peak is so pretty."
Yeah,
I don't know. Picacho Peak is cool.
Yeah, it is. It just kind of sticks up out of the flatland. Yeah.
Yeah, really. It's a volcano. It's kind of neat. But yeah, so for some reason near Picacho, I remember one time there was some storms around that area, and there was a microburst near Picacho Peak, and sure enough caused a pileup on the interstate. And then of course north of Casa Grande's really famous because there's a lot of open fields there. So those are your hot spots. Yeah, I saw that. Richard. I'm telling people have fun with these haboobs. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, with haboobs. Okay.
Yeah, haboobs. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So Marshall says they don't have those in Kentucky. Yeah, they don't have them most places. I mean, it's kind of rare.
No.
The locations there's not a lot of them, right?
Kentucky's not dusty enough. You know, you've got topsoil, you have trees, you have bushes, you know. Have you been to Arizona?
Yeah.
Arizona is it's a huge beach with no ocean.
Well, not all of Arizona.
So,
not all of it. Yeah.
No.
Basically
you've got the Sky Islands,
an hour north of Phoenix, and then all the way down the bottom of the state. But then there are pockets where there's mountains and forests and lakes and that kind of thing. So
yeah, it's really cool. The Sky Island biomes. So like in Tucson, you can drive an hour and get to the top of the Catalina Mountains, and you're at Mount Lemmon. It's 9,000 feet.
Right, in 45 minutes from my house.
Tucson's 3,400 feet. So you go to it's 105 in town, and you get up to Summer Haven, and it's 80 or 78. It's nice. Yeah. And then in the winter you get snow.
Being that you were the alien reporter in Roswell, do you know anything about the parts of Eastern Kentucky that look like Mars?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
I did not know that. Eastern Kentucky looks like Mars?
Yeah. Wow. I know. You heard it here. You heard it here, folks.
Wow. I did not know that. Now, a question for Mellow Nomadic Adventures.
Marshall.
Marshall, do they test Mars rovers there? Because they're always looking for Martian type habitat to test their rovers and the landers. Have you had an Elon sighting? That would be a question.
Okay, there's a question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they have them in Barstow.
Yeah, oh yeah, Barstow would get those. I've been to Barstow. We went through Barstow, and my son, he was like 3 or 4, and we were driving back from Portland back to did we live in Roswell then? Yeah, Roswell. And we went through Barstow and stopped at the McDonald's in Needles. I think we spent the night in Barstow, now that I think about it.
Okay.
And then we had McDonald's in Needles.
Okay.
It's desert over there, no doubt.
Yeah. So it's similar to the area between Tucson and Phoenix. Most of it.
Yeah. Mojave Desert, I think.
Well, you know what?
I think that's the right desert.
I think before we run out of time, probably should ask that second question. So if somebody wants to put some hash marks in the chat and see, they should be able to see your face while it's going, because
that would be nice. Yeah. This is my face when that's going on. It's so fun. Okay, question number 2. According to currentresults.com, what 3 states have the highest overall temperatures statewide? So these 3 states combined, is it A, Arizona, Nevada, Florida, B, Nevada, Louisiana, Hawaii, C, Louisiana, Arizona, Nevada, D, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, E, Florida, Arizona, Texas? That's a complicated question.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know. You almost need a graphic to put on the screen so people could absorb it.
Okay, we'll work on it next time. Next time we'll do that.
Yeah, okay. All right, but we'll see what people come up with.
We got some answers coming in now.
We've got some answers coming in now. And when we get a correct one, I will announce them.
Hey, could somebody do me a favor and post Mike's channel in the chat? Either channel or both channels or whatever.
Yeah. So when you take the comment off, they'll see my @ So that's my @
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see. And then my other channel is the longest thing ever. It's @Jesus is coming soon with Mike Shaw. All one massive words together.
Okay.
So we're still waiting for the correct answer.
I guess I asked some tough ones today.
Should I go through them again?
Yes, you should.
Okay. So, which 3 states have the highest overall temperatures statewide? A, Arizona, Nevada, Florida. B, Nevada, Louisiana, Hawaii. C, Louisiana, Arizona, Nevada. D, Florida, Louisiana, Texas. E, Florida, Arizona, Texas. Looks like we have a winner.
Yep, I thought so. Okay.
Do you want to know?
Go ahead, because I can't.
I think it sounds like you do know.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Georgianne Mullen Rose with the correct answer, D.
See, I think that was kind of a stumper because Arizona was in most of them.
Yeah.
And most people think Arizona is one of the hottest states, and they're not. It's not one of the hottest states in the country.
It's not, because you have all those mountains. You've got Flagstaff and Payson and Prescott and a lot of great mountain communities.
And actually,
Arizona
even down in Bisbee,
beautiful.
Down in Bisbee, and that area is real cool too. And that's not in the mountains, really. And well, it's in
Sierra Vista too.
Yeah,
right.
And Mount Lemmon.
There's a little bit of elevation in those southern towns too, because they get snow sometimes when Tucson doesn't.
They do.
So the answer is D, Florida, Louisiana, Texas. And there in the South, man, it gets hot.
Yeah. And
it gets hot.
I think I was talking to Ron about this. Like in Texas, there's not really any place to hide from the heat. You can't go to the mountains, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a couple of small little ranges or something, but nothing major.
Well, down in far west Texas near El Paso, and then further south and south and east of El Paso, there's Alpine, which is a mountain community, and they actually get a few earthquakes there. And they have a couple of decent mountains there. It's some decent mountains down near the Big Bend as well. So that's the only mountains in Texas. Otherwise, you have the Llano Estacado, South Plains of Lubbock, which is just very flat. You have Scrub Bush, Permian Basin, Midland, Odessa, which is a little bit hilly, and you just have mesquite everywhere. And then you get further east, you get into the low rolling hills that's really stretched to Dallas. And then you get further down near Houston, you get into the piney woods of East Texas. It's like a whole other country.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just one country, Texas.
Right. Yes. The Republic of Texas.
Yeah. Yep.
That's right, son.
So
don't forget it. And then when you go to, if you ever go to South Padre Island, when you cross the bridge to South Padre, it's really weird. You're in South Texas, which is flat and boring, and you cross the bridge and it's like going to the Caribbean. It's kind of cool. South Padre is a neat place.
Yeah, I want to get there, and that actually, there's 4 places I want to go to in Texas that I haven't been to. Well, there's a lot more than 4, but the 4 main ones are Lubbock, because I want to go to the Buddy Holly Museum. I want to go to Austin. I want to go to San Antonio, and I want to go to like Galveston or that area. So
which one? The last one?
The Galveston Island.
Yes. Right? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mustang Island, where they actually have Mustangs.
Yeah, and that's not actually even that far from Arizona. Those points, not too bad.
Not terrible.
About 10 hours.
Not
probably.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably more than that. I think Lubbock to Houston's 8.5.
It was only 10.5 hours to Amarillo though.
Oh.
From Tucson. Okay. Yeah. So that's all the way going from corner to corner in New Mexico, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I used to, because I've made the drive from Tucson to Lubbock a few times. 635 miles, I think.
Okay.
So not terrible, and it's cool because when you get to Las Cruces, you jump off the 10 and you get on 70, and so you go through the Tularosa Basin. You go by White Sands Missile Range and White Sands, and through Alamogordo, and then up into the Sacramento Mountains by by Ruidoso and then down into Roswell. So I really love that route. It's very scenic through the Hondo River Valley. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. So highly recommend that for, all the travelers that are hanging out in the community. If you've not made that trip from Las Cruces to Roswell on Highway 70, it's really nice.
I wanted to point out that I have on the ticker at the bottom the dates for the Ironwood meetup. Maybe we can convince Mike to come to the Ironwood meetup. What do you think?
When is it?
It's February 2nd to the 6th.
Okay. I have no idea what
Yeah.
I'll be doing February 2nd through the 6th.
I mean, it's a camping thing. So, you'd have to maybe do a tent.
Remind me where that is.
It's in Ironwood. It's right near Marana. Mm-hmm. It's actually in Marana, I guess, really, but it's the Ironwood National Monument.
In where?
By Marana.
Marana?
Where's
Arizona? Marana?
North of Tucson.
Really?
Marana, Arizona.
Oh.
You know where Marana is.
Oh, Marana.
Oh, Marana. Okay.
Marana. Okay. So yeah, I know where that is. It's on Interstate 10.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great town.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know the mayor. Is Ed still the mayor?
I don't know if he is or not. But it's actually that campground where the camping area, dispersed camping area where we stay, and this will be our third year, is actually only 42 miles from the downtown Tucson.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
So it's like a 40
get on the interstate and you're there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You
and there's some cool things to do downtown.
There are. There are. Because of political reasons, Mike and I went downtown one time to try and find dirt on downtown, and because it would have helped us, and we couldn't find any. We actually returned and said, I don't know, everything looked pretty good.
We were pretty happy with what was going on. We did get one picture though. We did get one picture.
Yeah. All right, we've got one more trivia question to ask. So let me hit the teaser. Okay.
Oh, we only have 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
All right. Which of these sightseeing destinations is not within 25 miles of the Ironwood meetup? So which one of these is not within 25 miles? A, Old West ruins. B, a giant Ferris wheel. C, petroglyphs. D, an ostrich ranch. Or E, the furthest western location of a battle of the Civil War. Which one of those is not like the others?
Is not like the others.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to illustrate what is there, what there is to offer there in that area. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Are you ready? We have less than a minute.
Yeah. What do we got? You got an answer yet?
Box Van D reclaims her lead.
All right, D.
How about that?
Congratulations, D.
And yes, there are petroglyphs. There is an ostrich ranch by Picacho Peak.
Right,
and Picacho Peak also the furthest location of a battle of the Civil War, the furthest west.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
At the top of the comment section, I pinned the link to Ron's live stream. So if you guys all want to head over there, that would be awesome. And you can play the last 3 questions. And Dee better go over there and make sure she holds her lead, right?
she's got to hang on to her victory.
Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for being here, and we will see you next month, if not sooner. Okay. And
I'll see you on.
Go ahead.
I'll see you on chat and Ron's.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah.